But I like to say, you know, there's gold in them are hills comments, and I'm always tickled at how funny and clever people are in the comments field. And you know, one thing with comments is that last year we rolled out improved comments functionality where, as long as you're logged in, you can vote up or vote down a comment, and that actually has really helped improve the quality of discourse. Yeah, there's still a lot of kind of, you know, racy comments, but if you look right below the player window, you see, oh, by the way, I should explain. This is my screensaver. I took these pictures and stuff. That improving that functionality really helped the discourse on YouTube. And I'm just always amazed at how funny people are out there. I really, if you're ignoring comments, do that at your own peril. There's a lot of really funny ideas brewing in there. Yes.
Funny, you're showing pictures of South Africa. I actually do work in Africa, and I was just wondering what the trends are. I mean, is Google and YouTube kind of trying to make more accessibility to people with their book? Because that's one of our challenges, obviously. There's so much mobile use, and a lot less people actually have access to computers. So tell a little bit about how is there kind of
that's very interesting. I'd say that Google is investing heavily in increasing internet access, increasing broadband access for people in third world countries, Africa especially. And we have Google Africa. We have dedicated offices there in Nairobi, Cairo, and Johannesburg. I went there, and basically Google is growing there at the same rate that broadband penetration is growing, which is still pretty slow. And of course, what you just said is very interesting. People in Africa and a lot of other countries they're adopting mobile smartphones way before they're starting to use something like a desktop device. So, so their experience with Google products and YouTube is almost entirely a mobile experience. And you know, with Android and some of our other products, we're obviously making a pretty big bet there. I think you know, YouTube usage in Africa especially is very low, but we are, you know, usually there's like a 70-30 kind of split, like you know, overwhelmingly people are consuming content, not uploading it. 30% upload, 70% consume. But in Africa, it's more one-to-one. Like people are creating and consuming at a pretty high rate. So that's one very interesting development. Yes.
Two questions, if you allow me. The first one is the Volkswagen ad with the mini Darth Vader. I'm sure a lot of people know that before the Super Bowl ad went up, there was virality already. I didn't know if there was anything that Volkswagen did with you guys directly. And the second question is, as you were talking about YouTube around the world, I noticed the example that you used or the UK and the US. I'm sorry, I came a little bit late, so I don't know if you covered that beforehand. I'm curious to see, besides South Africa, how YouTube have managed as far as content creation. I know you're having a huge push lately. Let's say, you know, some of the Spanish-speaking countries, what you've done, and if your plans, you know, doing a big push in that.
Well, about the Vader ad, you know, I actually don't know too much about that. I mean, I know that it was uploaded before the Super Bowl. I think they uploaded the 60-second to YouTube, and then they showed the 30-second during the game. I think the 30-second was that good. It missed something. I think the rhythm in the 60-second was so much better. Yeah, I think that's a strategy that a lot of advertisers took. It's maybe like 50-50 towards the Super Bowl. They were teasing, or even like even saying that we live in a world that's a trailer for a commercial. Wow, that's just.
Well, trying to get the money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, there was like a trailer for the Glee Chevrolet ad, and you know, like
creating buzz.
Boggles the mind, yeah. But I think Volkswagen's strategy was let's get this out there before the Super Bowl and create an expectation that people will see it during the game. So pretty interesting. As far as just like our global approach, I mean, you know, again, like you know, YouTube and Google are still relatively young. I mean, YouTube's a 5-year-old organization. I mean, you know, I think we're up to like 300 employees internationally, but we're still kind of like the soul of a startup. We're still very scrappy. So we're really just now building out our marketing teams, our sales teams, you know, product people as well, international. And of course, we try to do that where we see growth and we see opportunities. Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Japan. Although Japan sort of has its own interesting kind of YouTube operates sort of an unusual slot in Japan, but yeah, international growth is going to be very, very important to us. And these kind of things, these marketing things I've been showing you guys, we need to duplicate those internationally to show the power of our platform, to share best practices, and to get people using it the same way they're using it here in the U.S.
Yeah, because I noticed Twitter is one of the huge market in Japan. So
Yeah.
given that they seem to create a lot of things, I was just curious.
Definitely. I think I ignored some of that.
Just going back to the title of the topic, this digital campfire. A lot of it, the way we experience YouTube and online video, it's still a very solo experience, physically in the physical space. What are, are there tools out there to help bring more people, when you're watching a live event, can I see someone as I'm watching it so that we have that experience? Or what are the trends there?
Yeah, well, things like live streaming, we're treading like very cautiously. I know like a couple of years ago we were saying that YouTube's going to fall behind unless they implement live streaming. I think, well, for one thing, actually implementing live streaming at our scale is quite difficult. And there's also a host of legal and technical issues that come with it. But I think in the coming year, we'll see our live stream offering available to partners and users to become much broader, more functionality, and basically to sort of mimic the openness and ease of use of the core YouTube platform, just uploading video. Like we'll give you the administrative tools to create a live stream on your channel. It'll be the same very simple Google-style interface to implement however you want to do it. And basically, then it's up to you as far as like camera angles and interactivity. We'll give you the framework which to work in. But like how to bring more people into it. I mean, I hear a lot about people have like YouTube parties where they like, I do this, I guess, they'll all set up a laptop on the wall, like, oh, have you seen this? Yeah, I've seen this one. Oh, you haven't seen this one? Sharing all like the remixes and mashups. I mean, that's great. Like, I've been telling our events people, we need to like do something like that on a bigger scale. That could be pretty fun. So,
Hi, I work for a digital agency called Beyond, and our creative team actually partners with you guys a lot. I work for the analytics team. So what we're tasked with doing a lot is measuring how effective a YouTube channel was. And a lot of what our clients ask is, well, how viral was it? They'll have 7 million views, for example, but they won't. But they've done a lot of paid promotion, they've done a lot of paid search, and they want to know how much of that view percentage is organic. So I'm wondering if you guys have any metrics beyond just the view count to try and measure that. And then the second part of my question is, do you have any actions that you recommend to clients that they take to increase the organic view count? So actions beyond just paying for a big banner ad or paying for paid search.
Well, the first question, like how to track engagement, obviously that's so key, especially for advertisers. We do provide a lot of tools that are sort of endemic to the platform, like Insight. I'm sure you guys are probably using that. Insight, for those who don't know, actually anyone who has a YouTube account can use Insight. You can see, besides view count, you can see where people are watching your videos. You can watch its growth or decline over time. And you can actually refine the tool very, very fine. And its product's improved over time too. So there's certainly lots of data there. And yeah, we also collect like more proprietary data for advertisers. But really, the data is really, we try to focus like on YouTube. Like, we can certainly look at like embeds, offsite, playbacks, mobile, and provide advertisers with like a spectrum of like, okay, here's how this performing in all these different ways. But in our world, I think performance on YouTube is so. What was your second question? Sorry.
So I guess you're saying performance on YouTube is the be all and all the view count is your main metric.
Well, mean, yeah. I mean, ultimately, that's kind of, I mean, it's kind of the thing. I mean, view count still kind of ultimately, it's going to be the sort of the big number. But you know, besides that, you can do like hotspot data as well. You can see like people came into the video when they dropped off. And a lot of people will arrive in the video because of paid media, but not necessarily stick it through to the end. So hotspot data can be pretty valuable too. Your other question, like, you know, how do we advise clients on this? One thing we try to say is, like, think about this from the beginning. Like, think about this pre-production. Like, how can we make this engaging? How can we just make this not just a passive, static viewing experience where you're like delivering impressions and that kind of thing? No, we want to say, like, you know, not necessarily like Old Spice Guy or Swagger Wagon or other examples, and there's dozens of examples, but build in engagement in the content. Build in something that people can react to. And then take the reaction and do something with it. Don't just like let it live, or just let it live on a watch video channel. Take the best comment, take the best video response, and do something with it. So building in engagement pre-production, I think is huge.
Does Insight give tracking on how you forward or share particular links or YouTube videos?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you can track, like, for example, you know, how many times it was posted to Facebook, you know, what views were driven by what embeds on what sites. And you know, oftentimes the view counts on big viral videos come from the usual suspects. I mean, Huffington Post, Yahoo blogs, etc. You know, of course we have our own internal communications team, and their task, I'd say, is broadly, well, one thing is they're trying to keep people like me from flying off the mouth and saying anything bad, but they're trying to tell YouTube's core story, and just trying to push out the best uses of our site and all the great stories and kind of stuff I showed you. For something that involves an advertiser, often we'll link up with we'll hire like a vendor, we'll work with a PR company, because we might put that more in like a marketing commercial bucket. But in general, we need to do a better job of that. We need to be a little better and more savvy in our communications in that regard, especially with advertisers. And advertisers involved.
Regarding copyrighted material, a lot of people do it, you know, for music videos, upload it and stuff like that. How do you determine what music goes down or what video goes down? And are there any, like, you know, can you get kicked booted off if you upload too many copyrighted videos?
Like what our team, the zoo, is about is not just, you know,